Now, you know I was going to make a video. I should have made it last night because I saw it happening in real time. But we all knew it was going to happen. The positioning was there. The posturing's been there. We already know. Now, there's a couple of things that are going on here. There are a couple of things at play. Number one, this is about Western hegemony. Actually, let me stop. Let me fucking stop. I'm sick of talking in fucking code. We're not talking in code anymore. We're done with that shit, jacket dandies. We're talking that real shit. Here's the fucking deal. This is about white supremacy. This is about the white race asserting control over another fucking nation because they're desperate and they're running out of money. See, the Saudis, they canceled their petrodollar deal. They're trading in yuan and BRICS currencies. China's eventually going to take Taiwan pretty soon, and America realizes there ain't shit they can do about it because those hypersonic missiles and those drones will turn America's fucking Navy into Swiss cheese and turn Okinawa into a fucking parking lot. They know this. And had China and Venezuela sewn up that deal, they'd have another threat in their back fucking yard, which is the same reason why Russia is fighting the neo-Nazis in Ukraine right now. Just because they have a fucking Jew as their president doesn't change the fact that those are fucking Nazis running Ukraine. And the whole purpose of that is so you don't have an enemy state in your back fucking yard. But now, let's go over this. So, Trump's being pretty fucking open. I don't need to break down anything. Trump's saying it from his fucking chest. He's saying it from his chest out in the fucking open. The oil belongs to the white race. He said America, but it belongs to the white race. He said that America used to control. That was when Rafael Cordero, the piece of shit that used to control the country, was basically fire selling the country to anybody who would come with some cash to line his pockets. Now the people suffered under him. If the people were doing good, they wouldn't have come out the mountains with guns and chased his stupid ass the fuck up out the country to where America had to save him. But that's the part of what I was to talk about. Now, is it about the oil? Yes, but no. Is it about the rare earth minerals and the lithium? Yes, but no. Because the same thing happened in Bolivia. We all knew that Evo Morales was on borrowed time, and they were going to get rid of him for the same reason. They were going to get rid of him for the same reason. You can't hate about this. Like I said in the oil pipelines and white supremacy video. You can't have non-whites going around doing whatever they want. That's how the white race feels. So they have to spread Western democracy to them, aka white supremacy and white control. It's all about white control. White control. I'm not gonna say Western anymore. We're not talking in code anymore. I'm done with code. It's about white control. If any whites have a problem with this, I don't give a fuck. And I don't want to hear this dumb shit about he's a narco-terrorist and it's about stopping drugs and all that. That's fucking bullshit. Because America was running Afghan heroin out of Azerbaijan into Europe for decades. America was running cocaine out of South America into Mexico and America, the United States, for decades. The CIA was doing that. But now they're going after narco fucking terrorists when they were taking Colombian and Nicaraguan cocaine and flooding America. Are you fucking serious? Now they want to go out, they're cutting deals and giving guns to fucking narcos. They're working with the Sinaloa cartel under Obama and Trump, but now these motherfuckers are going after narco fucking. Shut the fuck up. That's bullshit, and you all know it. This nigga wasn't no narco terrorist. Nobody's making, the cocaine comes mostly from Colombia, and the only reason they're gonna go after Colombia right now is because their president is socialist and non-white. Because of the fact this is a fucking race war. This is not a fucking picnic. Martin Luther King's dream died with him. Martin Luther King's dream was written by a white man. Martin Luther King's purpose was to hijack black movements. Because like I said, when the money gets funny, the white race pulls out the guns. And the money's getting funny right now for America. The money's real funny for America. And they had no other choice but to pull out the goddamn guns. No choice. Because they're getting fucking desperate. So they need to put Venezuela in check. They need to get a puppet in there. Now they're threatening the vice president with economic hitmen because they want to do another attack. And they know that even if they take Maduro out, the people of Venezuela will put another person like him in because they do not want to deal with the white supremacist oligarchs and their fucking bullshit. Because they're not going to benefit from this at all. All these pinche gusanos out here celebrating, those motherfuckers are just the white ones. Those are the white motherfuckers that burnt those black people alive in the streets back in 2014. But you motherfuckers don't want to talk about that because it's hate speech. Hate speech. Shut the fuck up. See, the whites are circling their fucking wagons. They're circling their wagons because they're running out of fucking cash. And now all they have is their military. And they know that unless they strategically use it to break certain nations, they are cataclysmically fucked. Because all it takes will be for Venezuela to start trading in BRICS currencies. And America's bond market would go to shit overnight. Over fucking night. All those bonds would be fucking worthless. Worthless. And they can't afford that. Because that would finally break this fucking nation. Because the petrodollar is all this place has. That's why I tell blacks. I tell American blacks. When the money gets funny, the white race pulls out the guns and starts killing motherfuckers. And you blacks, you're looking like the Burger King sandwich. When this place goes completely belly up, you're the first one on the list for the white race and their allies. They're going to wipe you the fuck out. Get as many straps as you can. The Democrats voting, that shit doesn't work. Jim Crow Joe Biden didn't do shit for you. Obama didn't do shit for you. Obama fucking unleashed the cops on your ass. He had them cops out there massacring you niggas. He was giving them military weapons and shit. Like, you niggas are done. You're done, so. But anyway, let's get back to this. I mean, there's a lot of factors here. A lot of fucking factors. And when you look at all the players, you'll see how the white supremacist oligarchs set all this up. Like, take, for instance, that psychotic bitch, Maria Machado. See, that bitch's father was the head of the country's largest steel company before Chavez got into power. She's on the far right. That's why she always sympathizes with people like Le Pen and all that. She's the one that promoted the war in the first place with Marco Rubio, the pinche gusano. Her fucking fake-ass NGO, and I always talk about these NGO, just like USA. You got niggas out here praising USA, which is a joke. These NGOs are almost all of them are CIA-backed. Because like I talked about in the video that got deleted a long time ago, the purpose of NGOs and these charitable, quote-unquote, organizations stems from what the Rockefellers did back in the day with the Ludlow massacre, where they slaughtered all those fucking workers. And instead of giving them money, they took money on behalf of them as a charitable write-off. And then they lined their pockets with even more money. So they killed a bunch of people using the National Guard, and then they lined their own pockets. Nobody got arrested. But that's hate speech. Hate speech. You know. And of course, the bitch, she's pro-Palestine, she's pro-ethno-state, or pro-Jew genocide, because the Jews, they've been genociding the Palestinians for a while. They're poisoning their food. They're putting the food out in open fields, and then when people go to get it, they're sniping them. They're doing all this fucked up shit because they want them gone. They hate them, and they hate the brown ones. They hate the brown Jews too, because they're really just white people hiding behind fucking religion. That's all they are. That's all they'll ever be. Yeah, we're done talking code here. I'm done. I'm done talking code. Like, I'm done. I'm sick of this shit. I fucking hate talking code. Let's all put our fucking cards on the table. This is a racial situation. Every one of these situations here, Libya, Syria, all that's racial. And the thing with Syria is funny because it's like you went in there and you finally took out Bashar al-Assad, the lion of Syria, and you put in al-Julani, a fucking terrorist from ISIS. But what happened? You ran him into the arms of Turkey, and Turkey's gaining more and more and more power in the Middle East, and eventually Turkey's gonna nullify Israel. I'm gonna say it first. Turkey's gonna fucking nullify Israel politically in that region. They're already doing it. And there's not gonna be shit anybody can do. America probably wants it to happen because they're sick of dealing with them. And when that happens, oof, I don't know. I'm not gonna touch that. We can't go too far off the rails. But yeah. Yeah, this bitch Machado, she just wants to sell off all the fucking resources, get dividends, and then she's gonna escape the country. Because she knows that the people aren't gonna go for this. If America invades, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to blow up Telesur, they're going to create a media blackout, and they're going to just start slaughtering the civilians left and right, like they did in Vietnam. It's going to be the same fucking thing. And there's no China there to come out of the woodwork and start fucking America up like China fucked up America in Korea and China fucked up America in Vietnam. We can't go there. That's hate speech, guys. Hate speech. Hate speech, guys. Hate. Fuck out of here. Yeah, so I mean, you see what's going on. America's desperate. The two deals that Maduro were going to sign with China and Venezuela, sorry, China and Russia, that was going to fuck America right up the ass because China needs those rare earth metals too. China is the manufacturing base of the world because they do it for cheaper, they do it faster and better than America. America's manufacturing base was always shitty, but they were the only fucking game in town. China did it cheaper. And you want to know the funny thing? America created this problem accidentally because America are the idiots who put the communists in power in China in the first place. Reuben Holden was Mao Zedong's handler. Reuben Holden was the one and the American oligarchs who went down there and created the manufacturing base in Taiwan. So then eventually when the 80 Immortals came, they wanted to compete with Taiwan, and so then they ended up making an even more insane base, which led to everybody from Japan to European nations going to China and having them make their pieces for them, make their shit. And then they would just do the finishing assembly of all the goods and services to where they started making so much money that America couldn't compete no more. And that's what drove those goddamn American businesses in their shitter. Well, that and the fucked up policies put into place by that piece of shit Ronald the retard Reagan. That's hate speech, guys. We can't go there. It's hate speech. Telling the truth is hate speech. Anything that goes against white dominance is hate speech, guys. Come on, it's hate speech. So, yeah. Maduro's out. But they haven't completely taken control yet. They can't put a puppet in there because the Venezuelan people will go in there and they'll start busting caps and bitch slapping them like they did that clown, what was his name? Guaido. Then nobody respected Juan Guaido. He was a clown. And what the white supremacist oligarchs are talking about now is, because of the socialist leader in Colombia, they're talking about going there next. And if Evo Morales gets back into power in Bolivia, you already know. You already know what's gonna happen there. So yeah, they want white hegemony reestablished in this country. Now, it ain't just about Venezuela. The white race has another issue in Nigeria. They're bombing the Mohammedans that are backed by the Saudis and the British in northern Nigeria. And it's not for the fucking black Christians. They don't give two shits about any kind of black person. Let me tell you that right now. They don't give a fuck about any black person. And to all the people that say, hey, the white race stopped slavery. The white race stopped slavery so that they could have labor in Africa after they colonized it. You stupid motherfucking son of a bitch. Shut the fuck up. Now, here's the deal. The reason why they're bombing in northern Nigeria is so they can create another base and then have a pivot point, because you know the Aryans love their pivot points. So they can have a pivot point to go after the Sahel Alliance, starting with Niger and ending with Burkina Faso, because they represent anti-white defiance. And the white race does not like that. Now, the frame it is empire stopping people from going. No, it's about stopping non-whites, like Napoleon said. Look at the Napoleon quote. I have it on here. That's a real fucking quote from Napoleon. That's what it's always going to be about forever. Here's the thing about white supremacy that even guys like the Colonel of FBA, Marcus Sanders, won't tell you. Something the Colonel won't tell you. White supremacy will never, ever, 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 ever stop. Ever. This is gonna be on forever. Forever, nigga. So, like I said, smile now, play the game, because you're in a weak position right now. But when you have to take the shots, you have to do it. Or you're done. You're done so. And that's what these niggas don't get. That's why niggas sit here and they go, oh, I'm chasing Becky and I'm going to do this because they're just trying to suck and fuck their way out of the game. They're like, you know what? I give up. Fuck this black shit. I'm going to suck and fuck my way out of the ghetto and make my children white, my grandchildren white. I'm going to Diana Rossify my fucking community, because this shit's a joke and these motherfuckers can't even compete with the Aryan race. That's what niggas are doing. That's what they're doing. But yeah, Trump and the white race are getting real desperate. They can't do shit about Taiwan. They can't do a goddamn thing about that. They can't do shit about North Korea, because what happened the first time will happen again. So all they can do right now is desperately try to control South America. Not really to take the oil, but to keep it out of China's hands, because China can refine Venezuela oil with ease. And China needs those rare earth minerals more than America does. And if they set up a defensive line in Venezuela, that's another nail in the coffin. Because, like I said, if this play doesn't work, right? If this play right now doesn't work, Venezuela is 100,000,000% gonna start trading their oil in BRICS currencies, just like Saudi Arabia is doing. Saudi Arabia is already doing it, so it's already over. But once they start doing it, dude, there's nothing. There is absolutely fucking nothing stopping people from dropping those fucking treasury bonds. And if China just drops off their bonds, like, you know what, fuck these bonds. Nigga, that's gonna start a domino effect, and America's a fucking dunzo. It's done dizzle. Because there'll be nothing back in the dollar. Absolutely nothing. It's literally over. It's fucking over, dude. And they're gonna start lashing out and blowing people up and doing all this crazy shit. They're gonna start crashing out.